Well, tonight, all eyes on the United Auto Workers and Fiat Chrysler. The clock is ticking toward a midnight deadline, and a strike is looming for the company's 40,000 workers.
Right now, closed talks underway at the bargaining table, and tonight we have Team 7 coverage. As we closely monitor this situation, we begin with Jim Kurtzner. He's live in Warren. And Jim, how is the mood there amongst workers?
It's definitely different today. The stakes are high. For some, you could almost say fearful. But they are watching the clock like everybody, and take a look at the picture we could see in about 7 hours from now as workers are leaving this plant this afternoon at shift change. Reality setting in. This is just the shift change at the Warren stamping plant, but at midnight this could be the picture of a walkout if that happens. This plant will be full of workers at midnight. UAW leaders have three options at midnight: call a full strike, call a partial strike at some plants, or extend the contract and keep talking after midnight. The worst for many would be a strike.
If they call, I'll support my union brothers and sisters. That's all I can do.
Are you nervous about it at all?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm good.
You ready to go on strike if that's what it takes?
If need be.
Yeah? Are you prepared for a strike?
I don't think anybody's prepared for a strike, but, you know, we got to do what we got to do.
Are you worried about a strike? Are you worried about midnight?
Yes.
What would happen if they call a strike? You going to be able to hang together?
No.
You prepared personally, financially?
Yeah, I tried to prepare as much as I could, get everything together, just in case, stand with my union brothers.
You prepared for it?
No, not at all.
Not financially, not personally?
No, not at all.
Now we get to this point after workers last week turned down a tentative agreement, and part of that was because it did not eliminate what's known as two-tier wages. Workers hired after 2007 make $10 or even more an hour less than workers hired before them. They stand to gain a lot, but they also stand to lose a lot in a strike. We're going to have their part of the story next hour at 6. For now, I'm live in Warren. Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Jim, I know 65% of the union voted for this strike, but it's going to be tough to make it on $200 a week. And if you think about it, just a couple of years ago, they were worried about the auto industry collapsing. So what are they saying about that? I heard some people saying they're not worried, they're standing tall, but I don't know.
Well, and that's what you're going to get from most of these workers. They're going to stay as a union. They're going to support what the union does because they look at it as it would be a short-term hit for a longer-term gain with a better contract, they hope. But obviously, they're also nervous out here.
Yeah, obviously an unsettling time. Families at stake. Thank you so much, Jim. We're going to go live now to Simon Shaykett. He's on Detroit's east side.
And Simon, a strike could affect the bottom line for both sides on this, right?
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, we're actually across the street from Jefferson North Assembly. Take a look behind me. This is the local union hall, Local 7 on Connor. Now, it's unknown if they are actually inside right now making picket signs, but we do know the cost of a possible strike to both sides is significant. We've also seen people coming in and out of here all day long. Posted on the UAW Chrysler Facebook page are updated facts every worker must know in the event a nationwide or targeted strike is called. First off, if any worker chooses to cross the picket line, all of their strike benefits cease immediately, and appropriate action may be taken under the UAW Constitution. Next, union dues are not owed during a strike. In the event of a strike, workers will earn $200 a week, and strike benefits can be taxed. After $600 in a given year, the UAW will issue an IRS 1099 tax form. Lastly, strike pay cannot be mailed. Instead, members have to pick up pay from their local on an assigned date with their ID. As for Fiat Chrysler automobiles, experts telling Action News if all of FCA in the U.S. went down due to a national strike and there was no more inventory, they could lose more than $1.6 billion a week and $70 million in operating profit and $31 to $35 million in net profit. Now we can see the parking lot here continue filling up. We will bring you any new updates just as soon as they happen. We expect to see a lot of traffic coming in and out of here throughout the day and, of course, into the evening hours. Carolyn, Glenda, back to you.
Nervous times for sure.
Yeah, those losses, a tough pill to swallow. Thanks so much, Simon. And as the clock ticks closer to midnight, stay right here with Action News for continuing coverage. If workers do hit the picket line, you will hear it here first on 7.